Hey there, everyone. My name's Alex. I'm a physical therapist. I work here at Rogue PT and Wellness. I'm a board certified clinical specialist in neurologic physical therapy, and I have a lot of experience working with people with all types of neurologic diagnoses, including movement disorders like Parkinson's, as well as conditions that can cause imbalance, dizziness, and vertigo. You may have seen my video last month about the connection between vestibular dysfunction and some of the non-motor symptoms of Parkinson's. Today, I want to continue on with a similar theme and talk to you about the rating of perceived stability. As many of you may be familiar, the rating of perceived exertion is a means of gauging your exercise intensity during aerobic exercise. You may also be aware that it's necessary to work at about a 7 or 8 out of 10 intensity for the majority of your workout, with brief time intervals at a 9, maybe even a 10 out of 10 intensity, in order to maximize the benefits that exercise can provide in terms of potentially slowing Parkinson's disease progression and maximizing dopamine levels. The rating of perceived stability uses a similar concept to rate how challenging a balance exercise is and how much effort you must exert in order to maintain your balance. The scale ranges from 1 to 10, with 1 being completely stable and 10 indicating that you feel like you're about to fall. So, for example, a 1 would be standing still on a stable surface with no external challenges to your balance. And a 10 out of 10 on the rating of perceived stability may be something like Rogue's reactive balance training program, where you're actually standing on that slip trip platform with one of the therapists moving it forward backwards in order to elicit a step response. And that 10 out of 10 intensity means the activity is significantly challenging to the point where you are needing to take a step or grab onto something for support in order to maintain your balance. The rating of perceived stability has been validated in several studies, and they show good correlation between how well participants performed on a balance test and how stable they rated themselves to be. There's also good correlation between how stable they perceive themselves and how challenging they perceive the exercise to be. Additionally, there's another study that showed participants can separate the balance challenge as rated by the rating of perceived stability from the level of cardiovascular challenge if the exercise includes elements of both. So, just as aerobic exercise needs to be intense in order to provide the maximum benefits, balance exercises also need to be intense in order to make changes in your overall stability and balance. One of my long-term catchphrases as a physical therapist is that the only way to get better balance is to practice being off balance. And I think the rating of perceived stability really helps define the level of challenge at which someone needs to exercise in order to improve their balance. Additionally, the RPS scale could help to create a common language between physical therapists or other exercise professionals and their clients, so that they can effectively determine, is the exercise too easy or is it too challenging? Because if an exercise is too challenging, the participant may be at risk for injury if other appropriate safety modifications aren't taken, or the task could just become really frustrating and the participant would start to resent the exercise and be less likely to continue doing it on their own because of heightened fear of falling. So, in summary, I'm going to show you the graphic and show you one of the articles that I just discussed on the screen in just a moment, but I really challenge everyone to get out there, try to work with your physical therapists and other exercise professionals, and use this scale so that you can help them design a balance training program that allows you to safely work at that high intensity of a 6 to 7, 8 out of 10 intensity using that rating of perceived stability. So let me share my screen really quick. This is one of the articles that I highlighted. You can see the researchers' names. This is the title of the article. If you want to look it up online, you can just do a quick search for that title and those authors. There are free full text versions available. And then next, this is a graphic from that article that I just highlighted, which really shows that completely stable rating, with 1 being the indicator of that and 10 being unstable and about to fall. And this looks at how well the participants in this particular study performed on a single leg balance task versus with their perceived stability, and then also how technically challenging they rated an activity to be. And that particular study was done on people post-stroke, but the concept, I think, still applies really nicely to people with Parkinson's and other similar diagnoses. So keep it challenging, get out there and do some great exercising, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Bye.